welcome back to my channel, y'all. This is Lance of BH Capital Enterprises, where I teach black people how to navigate the stock market or, just the markets in general, mainly using technical analysis as their tool. And inside of technical analysis, a lot of my teaching centers on charts. So being able to visualize price action. But this is another episode of Market Markup. And this is another special request by the brother Ross over at Bro Capital. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, dope platform, dope business for black men only. So shout out to that brother for his participation. I definitely appreciate it. It's my pleasure to take a look at this company per his request. So hopefully he gets something out of this, and hopefully you guys do as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're, revisiting my channel, welcome back. But if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, share it with a friend, share it with a family member. Whatever you feel compelled to do, I greatly appreciate it. If you would like for me to check out any tickers in the future, leave them in the comment section. If you're connected to me on social media, hit me up there. I love talking about this stuff. But let's jump into Nokia. And I realized in my last video that I got Nokia's ticker mixed up with Northrop Grumman. And I think that one's NOC. So NOK is definitely not that. But anyway, looking at Nokia's yearly chart, clearly see some consolidation here over the past several years with a clear bottom right down here in the low $3 area, low to mid $3 area. So I'm going to do a little price level there and make that be known, let that be known as my historical bottom. So historical bottom there, do my colors. There we go. I did it again. Okay, so I need to make sure I show it on the right. There we go. All right, so historical bottom down here in the high $3 range, almost $4. 2020 was some indecision, so doji. Usually when I see a potential reversal signal, I look for what's called confirmation afterward. But so far, this year's been mainly bullish, but there's some obvious selling pressure that's been happening this year as well. So the price almost got up to the $10 range, but bears have pushed that back down toward the bottom side of this range of consolidation here. So I'm going to also mark this area, and actually I'll just keep it as a drawing, as a price level instead of doing a trend line. Okay. Okay. We're going to show it on the right. We'll just call that upside consolidation yearly. Simple as that. Let's see. What else can I see here? I think I'm gonna do a trend line and see if I see. Let's see if there's any. I don't think so. Yeah, no. But one thing that I would, in doing this, think about is, maybe the potential. No, 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 I wouldn't even say that. Um, Let me say a disclaimer. This is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. I don't own any shares of Nokia right now. Uh, but, for me, if I were considering shares, this would be a decent area to buy inside of. Um, there's basically on the yearly chart, this is in phase one of the market cycle. So you either look for a breakout or a breakdown, but on the breakdown side, it doesn't really have very far to go. So um, let's look at well, let me get my screenshot going first. And now let's move on to the monthly chart. And I think I'm going to just do a 10-year on this one. All right, so you can see, over the past 10 years where uh, Nokia has traded mostly inside of this range with a few little areas of some outlying price action. Um, like I said, at one point this year it popped up to almost $10, but bears forced that thing down pretty fast. So far this year though, we got a little reversal pattern here at that historical bottom, and a pretty decent bounce that it's in the midst of right now. But I'm seeing some reduced buying here. So, especially as it gets into this $5 range, you can see there's quite a bit of static historically in this $5 range. So, um, not really seeing much here on the monthly chart that is interesting at all, besides this reduced buying here. Um, hmm, let's see what this month does. The month of July, I'd see what that month does, and how that shapes up. So, if you're following along, make sure you come back and check this monthly chart toward the middle and end of July. Um, let's move on to actually, let me just get a quick little screenshot there. Um, this long wick here just indicates there's some strong selling pressure, um, especially above this upside consolidation level. Pretty strong selling pressure there. But yeah, let's go on to the weekly chart. Weekly chart. Okay, so with the weekly chart, you can see that trend line that I drew on the monthly chart. You can see where that sentiment is, and you can watch for any sort of changes. And as you can see, the price is kind of consolidating into that level. So watch for either a potential bounce here, or the price can break down here, or it can continue to consolidate. But as far as the bounce is concerned, it's going to have to push up over the mid fives area uh, in order to do that. But it could, consolidate past it and then move up. But either way, it's going to have to get over this mid $5 area. As far as the breakdown is concerned, it's going to have to, fall pretty much below the low fives area, um, before it starts to potentially break down. We have some pretty decent support here, in the low fives to high fours area. Um, Really, I would be paying close attention on the weekly chart to what's going on here on this over the past multiple weeks here. Um, And I'm not really seeing, yeah, I'm not really seeing much here on the weekly chart either. No real clear trend. It's just kind of trading sideways and just kind of bouncing from here to there. But over the past 3 years, most of its price action has been below $6 and above 3. So yeah. Um, do I even want to make note of? Let me just see how that looks. So let's start off right below 6 and pretty much that high, that mid threes area. That's where most of the price action has been over the past 3 years. Yeah, let's do that, and then um, I will um, take it off. Okay. All right. So we're going to activate that. I want that to be white and bold and a little bigger. Take that text arrow off. We'll hit OK. And we're just going to move this over a little. All right, so majority price action on this time frame. Take a screenshot there, and then we can just take this off. Undo, undo. There we go. All right, so let's move on to the daily chart. See how the daily chart is looking. Start with the 1 year, and you can see where the price has been. This trend line here has been a strong sense of support so far over the past several days for this one. So just further confirming the strength, the importance, I mean, of this trend line here as it represents sentiment as of late. So it's a pretty strong chance that it's going to just consolidate, continue to consolidate. But I definitely watch for signs of a potential bounce here or a breakdown. So uh, you, check whatever other indicators that you use to make that determination. That's definitely something that I would be looking for. Let me zoom in a little bit so I can see this a little bit better. I'm seeing a little bit of a channel here. Um, and actually I'm just gonna go out to the three month chart and see how that goes. See how that turns out. So we got a little bit of a channel here going on. Let's take a look at the 3 month chart. Yeah. We have one here too. Okay, so here's what we can do. So activate this. There we go. All right, so um, with the price kind of holding here, there's a chance that it could go to high fives. But at that point, I'd see if it pivots and heads back down to this trend line, or if it shoots up and heads toward this upper trend line. At which point I'm not sure. Let's see if I can see on the weekly. I mean the 1 year. Yeah. So I can extend this out a little bit more and get a better sense for some upside potential on this one. Okay. So a bounce here, the price could head to this trend line. If it beats here, then it can head over 6 for sure. But yeah, so that's what I'd watch for. But again, a lot of times when you see those ascending channels, more often than not, in my opinion, you're gonna get a breakdown from those. But this one doesn't necessarily have a really um, this one doesn't necessarily have a really steep angle on it. So, with that, there's a chance that it could, continue to push up. So it's a very healthy, in my opinion, angle on this price action overall. So uh, definitely could go either way when you consider that. So, uh, yeah, man. Really, that's pretty much it. Um, Maybe I could put a little price level here and say, you know, no, I'm not gonna do that. I think that's plenty. That's really plenty in my opinion. We got a little gap down here on the daily chart. I will make note of that. Uh, Small gap down here between mid to it's about a 25 cents gap, and I'm just gonna change the color on this. I'm gonna put it over here, and then I'm going to put a text note inside of it so I know exactly what time frame and everything like that. So a gap on the daily. Edit my properties here. Take that arrow off, and there we go. Put it here. Okay, so a breakdown of this ascending channel. If the price could, head to low fives. If low fives breaks, then it's gonna head to probably this mid fours area, somewhere in this vicinity. Um, However, if it holds here, then the price is likely headed for this trend line. And then if this trend line holds, then the price is headed for $6 plus. So, um, not going to be a wide range of prices here because, I mean, one, it's a low price stock, and two, it's not super volatile overall. So, um, let's put let's put the 50 and the 200 on here just to see where those are. So currently trading above the 50 and the 200-day moving average. Um, so yeah, the spread between those are starting to have started to widen some more. As you can see, they were very flat for quite some time. So it looks like, sentiment may be slowly building on this as far as bullish sentiment is concerned. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much uh, what my plan would be on Nokia if I were considering any type of position, or whether it be shares or options or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to Nokia. I appreciate you all for participating. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to hit me up, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Market Markup.